We're here with Yasmin Barkett. She's the CEO and founder of ROYO, which is a literacy product that uses all sorts of AI, and she's one of the 80 women in AI. It was just named at the AI show. Congratulations, and how did it all go? It's an amazing group.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just launched in September actually,
Oh,
so
wow.
we're so excited to be here.
Yeah, so tell us about what ROYO does.
So ROYO makes personalized decodable books using AI. Teachers are able to input the phonics scale and sight words for each individual student, and students are able to create an avatar and select the topic they want to read about, and all those things come together to make a personalized decodable. And students read the book out loud, and they get feedback as they read, as if they're reading one-on-one with the teacher.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful stuff. So decodables are like now the go-to. I mean, now with the science of reading movement, people have realized the power of decodables, that you actually have to have reading at the level of the student's understanding. Tell us about how you incorporate that sort of science of reading into the product to make sure that it's working.
Absolutely. So I actually was a former teacher. I taught kindergarten and second grade, and finding decodables for all my students when their abilities range so much in one classroom was one of the biggest things I personally struggled with as a teacher, which is what inspired this. And my co-founder Laura has been a teacher for over 20 years as well. She's Orrin Gillingham trained, and so she really is the one who makes sure that we are aligned to best practices with science of reading, and she's really our science of reading master.
Yeah, it's an incredibly important part of this world. So let's talk about the voice recognition part, because this is we've seen Amira Learning in the space for a few years, acquired by Houghton Mifflin, and they do sort of voice recognition, but it's a tricky space, and people are all trying to figure out how to do the underlying technology. Sounds like you guys have cracked it. So tell us a little bit about how you're planning on doing the voice recognition part of the AI learning and reading experience for kids.
Yeah, the voice recognition is an ongoing process. I think we're
makes sense.
always going back and trying to refine it as much as we can, because one of the biggest challenges was making sure that it understood children's voices and not adult voices. So that was one of, honestly, our biggest challenges in the development process, was making sure that the voice recognition adapted to children's voices, and also the classroom noise, which is just inevitable, but we are slowly improving the more we go.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's very important to figure out. I mean, Edtech insiders will know the Soapbox Labs, which was one of the B2B leaders in this space, got acquired by Curriculum Associates, I think a year and a half ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the rest of the space has been figuring out how to crack exactly those issues. How do you get phoneme level kids' voices in a noisy classroom environment, and it's incredibly important. One of the things you do that's really unique and very interesting is that kids create their own avatars. I'm just learning about it now, but I think that's a great idea. We've seen these commercial products where you can make kids' books featuring the kid. I have some for my own kids. Tell us about what you've seen in the classroom when kids get to sort of put themselves into the stories.
Yeah, kids are obsessed with the avatar feature.
Yeah.
Teachers tell us all the time, they're like, my kids just want to make avatars all day.
Yeah.
But I think one thing that also really inspired us was, we know kids are way more engaged when they see themselves in stories, and that also is a big problem with finding culturally relevant decodables right now.
Yep.
And I think in writing curriculum, students are always encouraged to write about themselves.
Right.
But in reading, they're just reading about these random characters named Sam and Meg, and they can't relate to them. And so we thought, why not have the children be in the story? Even though the words are so simple, it just helps drive that engagement.
Can kids cross over and have the other kids in their stories as well?
We're working on it, actually.
That's a great idea.
We call it Pick a Pal, so they're going to be able to pick a friend to be in their book.
Yeah, that's incredibly exciting. I mean, when people talk about personalized learning in the AI era, this is what, I mean, for younger kids, this is exactly what they mean. Not only is it personalized in terms of the phonics and the standards and exactly what sound the kids are at, but literally interest-based. It's about, the story could be about whatever you like, I'm sure, and it's about you and your friends. It's a really exciting vision of the future. So last question. As you walk around the AI show, I know you're here presenting the work to educators and others. What's sort of getting you most excited about being in this particular space this year?
Honestly, I think just seeing how people are using AI in different ways. For Laura and I, it was so clear how we wanted to use AI in education, but there's so many different companies using AI in such innovative ways, and it's really exciting to see like how creative people are and what they're
Yeah.
doing with it.
Yeah, it really is. Every conversation I learn that, somebody has a different way of sort of injecting AI into the
Yeah.
education experience, or taking an existing need in education and finding a way for AI to enhance it, like the
Exactly.
decodable issue.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is Yasmin Barkett. She's the CEO and founder of ROYO, doing personalized decodables with AI. Thanks for being here with us on
Thank
Edtech
you
and
so
Science.
much.